really quickly, we have the triple virus that's going on out here. And also don't forget to check out the videos that I've already done regarding vaccines and COVID on my YouTube channel. I will try to also leave the link or something in this post somehow. I'm still working it out and learning how to maneuver through this social media. But at any rate, the triple virus, you have whatever the new flu virus strand or any of the old ones that have been in existence out, as well as COVID and its new strand that seems to be highly transmittable right around now. And also RSV, which is respiratory syncytial virus, RSV. So RSV has been around for many, many years, 100 years. I'm probably exaggerating, but it's just been around a long time. And it is very common amongst children. And if not taken care of properly, managed properly, if you don't get a hold on it, it can actually kill some children and take some adults out as well who may already have pre-existing respiratory issues. So I'm off of the vaccines. Again, you can refer to the YouTube channel regarding my point of view on vaccines. But I wanted to specifically talk about the use of antibiotics for any of these viruses. If I'm not mistaken, folks who are being diagnosed with RSV are being given antibiotics. And so I wanted to shed a little light on that. These are viruses, and antibiotics typically are not and should not be used to treat viruses because antibiotics are for bacterial infections and virus would need antivirals. And so as a naturopathic doctor, someone who promotes natural health, and I'm not against conventional medicine, prescription drugs or anything of that nature, but I do believe that it's important for us to be mindful of what we're putting in our bodies, being educated on that, and knowing what's appropriate for us and what is not. So, there's this thing where people are, because of the overuse of antibiotics, folks are becoming resistant to them. So if you ever get in a situation where you really need an antibiotic, it can become problematic if you're taking them when they're really not needed. So I just wanted to address that. There are some things that you can do naturally. And let me also say that whenever your immune system has been compromised in any way, if you have an existing viral infection, like one of these flu viruses, COVID, or what have you, or just a common cold or some other issue that could dampen your immune response, when you do contract a virus or bacteria, you can have something which is called in the medical community as a concomitant infection, or like a coexisting disease or infection. And so when your immune system has been lessened or it's not functioning to its full capacity, you can develop possibly a bacterial infection, for example, if you have some virus that gets out of control. But the likelihood or how common that is not so much. If you are a healthy, thriving individual, our bodies have been created to innately heal itself. If you give it the proper, feed it the proper things, do the right things for your body. So with exercising, even if it's just walking, drinking plenty of water, eating foods that don't induce inflammation, because whenever you have a cold, there's mucus production, viral infections, things of that nature that are respiratory in nature. They are inflammatory by causing mucus production, which hence the congestion. So the headaches that you may experience from head congestion and the cough and mucus production from chest colds and things of that nature, you want to avoid putting things in your body that can increase the inflammation. So dairy, sugar, liquor. Some people have allergies, so nut allergies tend to be a high offender to cause more mucus production. Some people have sensitivities to foods and they don't realize that that's what's happening. So again, and then moving your body can also help keep your lungs healthy, which will help to push out any infection that's there, and just keep inflammation down in general. So hopefully what I'm saying is making sense, but I wanted to shed some light on this overuse of antibiotics, particularly in this season, because I know a lot of people are falling sick from the various viruses and colds that are going around this particular season. So please ask your doctors, ask questions, ask, why am I being given an antibiotic and this is a virus? Are there any options for me? And then, of course, I have some natural options, and then I'll just give you some for free whenever you have mucus production, colds, and things like that. You want to take high dose vitamin C if you are not allergic. Some people are allergic to vitamin C. But you can take the vitamin C capsules. You can do emergency. Some people don't like to, if you're like a real naturalist and you really don't want to have the processed forms of it. But I'm not against it. It doesn't have any food dyes or anything of that nature in it. So it's decent to have. Emergency is what I'm speaking of. 1,000 milligrams. You can take that twice a day. Again, for those who are not allergic to vitamin C. There's also vitamin C in elderberry and some other things. So just, those are quick pieces of information that you can use. It is not just solely those things that I spoke about. There are several other steps that you can take, other supplements that you may use that are natural, pure based, no additives, no preservatives. And I'm not a huge advocate of taking anything, quite honestly. I feel like if you can get it through your food and through how you're eating and your lifestyle every day, that's the way that you should do it. But sometimes when we fall sick and the immune system is compromised, you may need to do some things to help to assist your body with becoming, to get healed and to feel better. And so what you take, the source of the supplementation, what you use to treat yourself, it is important. And I think I may have mentioned that before in a previous video. I'm not sure. But there'll be more videos coming, and I'll be speaking to you all more about what things you can do for your health and so many various other topics regarding whole health, whole body health. That means your mental, emotional, your social, your physical being, spiritual being as well. So, I wish you all well. Happy New Year. Be careful out here. Keep your mask on in public settings. Listen, COVID is real. It's out here. I mean, you don't want RSV, okay? That is vicious as well, and it's highly contagious. All right? So we just want to keep ourselves safe, Let's clean our hands and do whatever we need to do to make sure that we keep ourselves healthy and safe, our families, and the people that we go around. And it doesn't hurt anybody to to wear a mask. I'm tired of wearing them myself, quite honestly. Sick of it, okay? But if that's what it means to keep me healthy and safe and everybody else, then it's all right. I don't mind going to the grocery store when I'm in any public setting, putting that mask on, okay? I don't want to drive it too hard. You all know how I feel about it. I've stated it even in other videos. And it's important too that you and whoever you are around, that both of you have the mask on if you are in a close setting, because that's what's happening. That's what's causing people to get sick, and that's why the numbers are going up. That's part of the reason why I believe that. Someone I read somewhere, but this is not set in stone. I need to do a little bit more research on it, but I hear that this new strand of COVID is more highly contagious because it bypasses, I think, the spike protein. I'm not certain about that though, but whatever it is, it bypasses something that it had not been doing for the previous strands. And so now it is very highly contagious. And so, we do still need to keep in mind our social distance, wearing our masks, because like I was getting ready to state before, you can have somebody who is infected with the virus. They don't wear their mask. They're moving about, going on about their lives and coming around people knowing that they're sick, or some may be carriers. And the person that they're around may have their mask on, but if they're not social distancing and that person's mask is not secure enough, hey, that virus is getting through. So again, I'm sure there are other factors, right? Like, because it's about viral load and how much you come in contact with it and for how long you've been in the setting with a person who is infected or who is a carrier. So many different factors. But the bottom line is something that is so easy and simple for us to do. Please wear your mask when you're in a public setting. That is not hard to ask. It's not. And then when you get into your personal space, you get to breathe a little better. Take your mask off. Ooh, this thing. Listen, I'm sick of it too, y'all. I mean, really. So, anyway, let's just be informed. Let's be safe. Let's take care of ourselves.